Welcome. It's Sunday night again, already. Weekend is over. I hope you had a great one. Hi, Louise. Welcome. Hi, Diane. Hi, Bev. Hey, Eva. Welcome, everybody. We have one more minute, and I'll get started. Thank you for coming. Page 10, I believe. Yeah. I hope everybody's doing well. We're all good here. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Is it your first time here, Karen? I match my DSP. Oh, that one that I like. Yeah, little bit different color, but on camera this probably looks the same color, but it's really red. Hi, Carol. Hey, Carol. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope all's well. Missed somebody. Oh, two Carols. Carol Grove, Carol Schaefer. Welcome both. I think it's 7. It is. Let's get started. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. Oh, you're sprinkled. Thank you so much. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, Sunday Night Live. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you had a great weekend. We had a quiet one again. My grandkids all came over and went swimming a little while ago. Well, earlier this afternoon with their friends, but they're all gone. So now it's nice and quiet. They're all adults, but you know, early 20s, that kind of an adult. So anyway, it was fun. Okay, I'm going to work from the holiday catalog, the mini catalog today, page 10. The gingerbread, I knew I wouldn't remember the name of it. Frosted gingerbread bundle. I'm going to use the bundle. There's a whole suite, and I do have the whole suite, and I do love it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I think that's what I'm going to use for my Christmas cards this year. Before I get started, I have some gifts to give away, fun part of my lives. I have the July gift, and I have the cards that I made from last week, or last Tuesday, and then the card from the week before. So let's just get down to my desk and get started. Let me turn you down. Okay, here we go. Thank you for sprinkling. Some of you already have. Let's get right to the gift giving. So all the orders were put on the random wheel, and the winner of the black and white gingham ribbon is Lisa Perez. Now Lisa happens to live in my hometown here, Tracy, so I will drop this off to her tomorrow. Congratulations, Lisa. And Margaret, I didn't see you on here yet today. I did get your address, so I will send you your card, but I just need to know which one you want. I didn't see that you selected either the little sheep or the boo. So that's why you haven't received your card yet, Margaret. Just claim the one you want, and I'll put it in the mail. And then the last card I made online. Do you guys remember this trifold card? If you weren't here, of course you can't remember because you weren't here. But if you were here, remember this one? Okay, we have a winner for this one. And I think she's on tonight. So that should get you excited. In fact, I know she's on tonight. I saw her name. So who is she? Tie that bow and tell us, Bev. Who is she? Well, let's see. Louise Hilger, you are the winner. So I need your address, and this card is yours. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Janet. I will put that in the mail. You have 1 week to send me your address, and I will get that in the mail to you. It is August already. Here is my new hostess code right here. Here is all my personal information. And one of the things that I told you I was going to start doing is putting my lives on YouTube. So if you have a friend that does not have Facebook and they would like to look at my replays, they can either go to my blog or to YouTube. This is my email if you need to email me anything, any questions, or just want to talk. Okay. Okay, I'm knocking over my stamps here. Had them all set up, and they went like dominoes. All right, what did I use for this card? The cardstock I used is Cherry Cobbler, and the new in color are Evergreen. Evening Evergreen. I always forget the first word of this color. Evening Evergreen and Crumb Cake. I think I lined the inside with white, but you could also line the inside with Crumb Cake if you'd like. I use the Timber, the new folder. It's called Timber. Hi, Terry. I use Retired Faceted Gems. I just like those at Christmas time for berries. Then I am using, I thought this set worked really well with the bundle I'm using, the Ornate Frames. The frame that I'm using is this one. But here's the rest of them. Aren't they pretty? So I will be using the one I just showed you out of this pack, Ornate Frames. Pretty Pumpkins, that's a mistake. That's for something else I was doing. That shouldn't have been out. The Holly Border Punch, page 27. I'll be using that. The Dark Cherry Cobbler Blend. Balmy Blue and Real Red ink, or you could use Cherry Cobbler ink. And here's the bundle, the Frosted Gingerbread stamp set and the Gingerbread dies. Okay, now the Gingerbread dies have more than just this. I absolutely love this long one. I'm going to use it on the card today. I love the ornaments and the snowflake, and they also have a solid to cut out, just a solid star or a solid ornament or a solid bell. And why would you want solid? Well, look how cute they are. And I made them out of our bedazzling paper that you could earn free during celebration. I'm going to show you something with this. Okay, so that's everything I used. So let me get it back in a pile here and show you the card. You always need, of course, your paper trimmer and your adhesives of choice. So I have a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cherry cobbler, and I'm going to score it. I was just checking to make sure I hadn't cut an odd piece, but this is right, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2 to make my card. Of course, you always need your bone folder. So bummed today. I lost a stamp to, oh, Carol. Oh, hopefully you find it. That's so, yeah, that's not fun. Okay, so I have another piece. Well, I'm going to show you the card now, but I have another layer piece that's going to go on here. It happens to be in my folder already because I'm going to add texture to that by using the timber folder. But let me show you the card. Look at all the detail in these dies. Are they not beautiful? I think it's very simple yet elegant because of all the ornate cuts in these dies. And see how well the ornate frame dies work with it because of all the lacy look. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. Thank you for the hearts and the nice comments. So let me show you how to do this. And then I have some more samples to show you too. So that's the card base. And I'm going to take my die cutting machine and run timber through the machine for you. Now, if you already have, I think the old wood folder was called Plank, something like that. You could definitely use that. I just liked the wood grain look with this card, so that would work too. So the planks is like hardwood floor almost, and this is just like the grain of wood. So they are different. See that? And I like how subtle this is too. Okay. So we can just add this down onto the card because there's nothing special about that. I'm not interested in fun folds right now. I showed you a fun fold in the private class. I showed you a fun fold last time, so we're going with a basic card this time so I can have your attention focus more on the bundle. Now, I will tell you that this bundle, even though it's ornate, it comes through the die cutting machine very nicely. Everything pops out beautifully. So what I did was I ran, let me take the dies out for you again to show you. I ran this one on crumb cake cardstock and ran it through my machine, and it's longer than the card. So I'm just going to put it down and then cut it off at the length I want. This image is also, hi Sandy, hi Louise. Louise, did you see you won? Did you see you won the card? I didn't see if you saw that, so I want to let you know you won last week's card. So this is, while it's ornate and dainty, it's still thick enough to put glue on it without any problem. So I just set that down. And then I decided where I want to cut it off after I set it down. And then you just snip. I think I want to cut it right here. Then you just snip it off. Yes. Oh, good. You sent your address already. Good girl. That means I can get it out in the morning. Okay. So now this die, look how beautiful it is. Now this is this one. And it comes out in two pieces. So you get the border and then the ornate snowflake. You just put it in the machine like this together and run it through. So again, the width of the outline snowflake is nice enough. The width is thick enough that you can add your glue. As long as you're not heavy-handed, you can add your glue. I like this part of the die, the image, laying down flat. And then I like the ornate image lifted. I think in person, maybe you can see if I get it close up like that. Look how beautiful that is. Okay. And I like how you can grab it and not get glue on your hands. Okay, so this is small. The center is not that big, so you want to go to your mini dimensionals, and they work well. Very basic and easy. I'm just really showing you the beauty of the product, giving you a layout, and marrying up with another set of dies that you may already have that that you can use to just have a very, very ornate, fancy, gingerbread-y type of card. Okay, on this piece here, you see that from the stamp set, I used Happy Holiday, and I used Real Red ink. So I'm gonna, that's pretty like that, I think, but I wanted to add more, but I think it's just pretty like that, just when you embellish the snowflake. Okay, so let's turn this the right direction. And stamp. I'm holding it there to let the ink soak into the cardstock. And then lift. And I still got a little miss there. So let me see if I can fix this with my marker. Yep, there we go. Now, if you notice on this card here that I have this is, you probably can't see it unless I turn it this way. This is not glued down solid. It's kind of lifted up like this. So to do that, you want to just put glue in the center on the back and leave the edges free. Do you agree with me that these two die sets work well together? Now with this set here, this die set, make sure that you also have the, that's called ornate frames. Make sure you have the matte and die brush, because this particular frame does require that you brush it, brush all the little pieces out. They don't just fall out real easy like all these dies do. Okay, I want to make sure you knew that. All right, so let's go to our gems. Before I put them on, you guys all know the trick to use the side of your blends and color them the color you'd like. You take your pick tool to remove them from the package and place it down. Look how that just changes that. Again, at this point, I thought, am I done? I said, no, I think I want a little more color. So that's when I grabbed my punch. And yes, the punch is probably meant to do a border, since that's the name of it. But I liked all the little pieces that punch out. So I wanted to make sure that you guys knew to use those also. See, there's 3 big ones there. I want one more big one. There we go. I knew I had to have this punch right away when I saw this in the catalog too. Okay, I'm going to hold the longer tip here and use my bone folder and bend them slightly, just for some more dimension. And then I'm going to take a mini glue dot and put on the end of each one of them to place them on my card. You really, oh good, I think it does too. I agree, Carol. Okay, so let's take our mini glue dots. They're so hard to see. And then we'll set it down. They're bigger than the little stem, so I'm folding them under. I'll push it down with my take your pick tool in a minute to make sure it's down well. And as I think this through, it's probably better if you put these down first, like I'm going to do on the sentiment, and then put your little jewel down. Yeah, that's much easier. Do it that way. Put your little hollies down first. Okay, then I'm going to take my take your pick tool and I'm going to press where the mini glue dots are. That'll hold it down solid. There we go. And then another faceted gem for over here. So if I'm mass producing these, which I think I'm going to make quite a few of these cards, I would color all my gems and then do the cards in stages. Do you guys do things that way? It's a lot faster. Production line. Okay, isn't that fun? So pretty. I was thrilled that it was easy and still very, very elegant. I took Winkastella and set off these holly leaves just a little bit more. Thank you. And actually, you know, all the credit goes to Stampin' Up. These images are crazy, crazy beautiful. So, gingerbread cookies, I have a really, really super good recipe for them. It's my husband's cousin. She made us gingerbread cookies last year. And they were the most delicious gingerbread, soft. Oh my gosh. So anything gingerbread I love, but I was trying to think of what other kind of cookie could we make in our card making with this set. Then I started thinking about the bedazzling paper. Since we're all going to get it, we know we are. If we cut these out, the solids that I showed you in the beginning, and then we cut these out in the matching image in the crumb cake color and lay that on top, what would that create? Well, remember I taught you the other day that you can take this bedazzling paper and you can color it with your blends, any color you'd like. So I wanted to remind you of that. And then I just thought, oh my gosh, these will look like sugar cookies. Hi, Rosemary. So then we take one of the ornate dies and that matches. Look at, here's a bell. Look at that. So you can add a bell on this card instead of the snowflake. So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you go to line up your dies onto your cutting machine, you can do all 4 of these, all the outlines at one time, and get 4 of these at one time. So you can just do a lot of those. And then you can color them whatever color you want. And then you can put the ornate dies all on your machine 4 at a time and go through with the crumb cake. And then you just layer them. And you'll have all of these beautiful images that you can do the same look here. Just lay the long one down, and then on the end, you add either the snowflake or the bell or the solid star, whichever one you want, and you'll have 4 cards done very quickly. Or, these are so pretty. You can lay it this way. Use this as a ribbon. And then look at the ornate bell. And I added, remember the old pearls? They used to have the string. Well, I still have some of my old pearls, so I just added a whole string there. I need to get rid of them anyway, right? And then our ribbon that's in the holiday mini. And this background is those beautiful forest trees. This here. Okay, and then if you don't like, if you like the non-traditional colors at Christmas, or you have a different color you want to make your Christmas cards, same thing but in blue. And look at the bedazzling. This is balmy blue. Let me check and make sure. I'm pretty sure that's what I use. Yes, dark balmy blue to color this paper. Same card, just in blue. So you can do any colors you would like. Now Debbie's on tonight, and she sent me a text, and I think you were on Pinterest, Debbie, I can't remember for sure, and she saw star ornaments that she thought were cute. So I took my star dies. Let me show you those. And she said, I think she said, we can make these. And so here's all my star dies. And I'm starting to decorate my tree. Every year I have a tree, I've told you before, that has just Stampin' Up, just homemade ornaments on them. Not all of them are Stampin' Up. And I cut out this corrugated paper I have. And a lot of people that I know here in town, a lot of my friends, I forget what we got, and it had a lot of corrugated paper in the packaging. So I have sheets of it, and I gave it away, and I still have some. So this is the corrugated paper from that. And then this is the velveteen paper we now have. And do you remember our old tags? Our little embellishment tags? I'm always saying, get the embellishments, ladies. You might not use them right away, but you'll definitely use them. So that's one of them. And look how cute they look on the Dollar Tree little Christmas trees. Actually, this was from the 99-cent store last year. These little trees. So you can just hang them on there. Here's another one. And this uses the ornate die that I just showed you in the set. This one here. And also the velveteen paper. And the same faceted gems, but you can use any clear gems and color them, or buttons, or whatever you'd like. So thank you, Debbie. I really like this idea. My tree in my den is more of a country feel and homemade and geared towards children. And so these will work really well with that tree. But I just want to give you an idea what that's going to look like. It's hard under the camera here. Okay, so once again, sugar cookies or gingerbread cookies, The look is up to you. This is today's card, but I think I'll let the winner choose because some people might like blue better than the cherry cobbler. And wouldn't this be pretty in pink? A lot of people like pink Christmas. So there's my ideas. This paper is going to go a long way, isn't it? We're going to use it for everything. Are there any questions? I'm just going to hang a minute to see if anybody has any questions for me. Now, I am going to use this suite for my, thank you, for my class on the 29th. And if you place a $50 order with me, you will, before the 10th of the month, remember that, that's real important, before the 10th of the month, because I need time to make the packets, you will make 1, 2, 3 items. 2 of them are cards, and one of them's the 3D Snow Woman. I've showed it to you before. I'll show it to you again. She's a brooch for your jean jacket, and this is not paper, this is cloth. So you will get everything. You will have to have your own sticks, but you will get everything else from me cut out and ready to go for her, and then your project cards. But man, oh boy, it's starting to look a lot like Christmas in August. Okay. Remember, open house is this Thursday. My house is open. Come use my stuff. And I'm open from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. That is August 5th. I hope you're coming. You need to RSVP so I can have a packet for you. Okay, ladies. Good night.